Good morning from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's a beautiful Saturday and today we are going to visit Putrajaya. It's a city not far away from Kuala Lumpur, but it's a city also that very few tourists visit. First we are going to metro, go to KL Central, and from there we are going to take a train to Putrajaya.
Terima kasih. Attention, for safety, please stand behind the yellow line. If you need assistance,
and I think now we need this one, or no, maybe another one. I think this one. KTM commuter, I think this one. This one. Or this one. This is where we are right now and this is where we are going to, Putrajaya. I don't know why I thought that it's only one stop, but it's two stops. Two stops on a modern train to get to Putrajaya, a city that very few foreigners visit and actually very few foreigners know about, but you'll see that it's a city also worth a visit, especially if you are in KL for a bit longer time, not just a day or two. Welcome to Putrajaya and Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know why, but I always want to say not Putrajaya but Surabaya. Surabaya is a city in Indonesia. I think the third largest city in Indonesia. One of my favorite cities in Indonesia, but no, this is Putrajaya. We have arrived to Putrajaya, a city in Malaysia not far away from KL. Now let's go and walk around this city that very few people visit, very few foreigners at least. First challenge, getting out of the bus station and train station. As it looked, there are no sidewalks. Here is one that starts here, but to get here we had to walk on the side of the road for 100-200 meters. It's the first time that I'm walking to the city center and it's clear that this city is not really for pedestrians. I don't know, I think we should go maybe here. There is some sidewalk. And it's not far away, it's only maybe 2 kilometers from the train station, from the bus station until the Putrajaya city center and the beautiful part of the city. Oh yeah, here we have some sidewalks going somewhere, hopefully to the city center. So what is this city all about? What is Putrajaya? Again, I almost said Surabaya. So Putrajaya is a planned city in Malaysia. It's located halfway between KL and KL Airport. So if you want to stay somewhere near KL Airport, you might consider staying in Putrajaya. And Putrajaya is also a city where government buildings of Malaysia are located. So it's a planned city built for government institutions. And as you can see already from this part, it's also a very empty city, especially on Saturdays when most of people who work in these government institutions, government organizations, when most of them have a holiday because it's a holiday. It's a weekend. It's a weekend, yeah. I have been here twice. I think you have been only once, right?
Well, this is the second time.
Yeah, do you remember how we first found out about Putrajaya? Because I don't remember.
Me neither. Maybe we saw it on a map or read somewhere. No, I think there was a balloon festival and somehow we found out about this festival and then we just went to see the balloons. Yeah, that's it, maybe.
Yeah, it might be so, yeah. I remember the balloon festival on the first visit to Putrajaya.
I mean hot air balloon festival, not the regular kind.
Okay, and again, how do you cross a road? I think we either just run or go back. We run or go back? Go back a little bit. I think we go back a little bit because I saw you can get on this bridge here. You actually experience the same thing also in Kuala Lumpur, or KL as I refer to it, that in many places city is not really built for pedestrians. It's built for people traveling around by cars or using public transportation. Finding public transportation is not hard, but finding where to go for you as a pedestrian, it might be tricky in quite a few places. I think people don't really walk here. See how well kept is the road and how the sidewalk looks in this important city in Malaysia. But I'm not here to show you the broken sidewalks. I want to show you the beautiful places in the city center of Putrajaya. There are some very beautiful places. For example, some very beautiful government buildings, one unique mosque that we are going to also, and something that we will find on our way. Our plan is to walk for some 10 kilometers around Putrajaya city center. Not much happening. Whew. Finally some shade. We are approaching it, the city center of Putrajaya, the beautiful part of Putrajaya. Take a look at it. But what has happened to the bridge? How do you get on this one? Putrajaya Lake. A bridge we can't cross, so I think we will go to the next one somewhere there. Here in the distance you see the mosque I was talking about, the unique mosque of Putrajaya, the pink mosque of Putrajaya, this one here. And here on the right, these are the government buildings, the beautiful government buildings. We will go and take a closer look at. First you swim there, climb the stairs here, go across, jump off the bridge, and you are on the other side of the lake. Or you are in the police custody already. I don't know. I have a feeling that the second is also a highly likely possibility. Oh, actually, it feels very nice now that it's not so sunny anymore. I only hope that it doesn't start to rain not too soon. This is how you get around on the sidewalks in Putrajaya. You drive a motorbike, because anyway you are the only one on the sidewalk. So yeah, so lots of green spaces, this lake, organized city, not too much traffic, not too many people. That's what describes the city the best. Where are the tourists?
I think those are local tourists, maybe. They look like tourists.
After KL, it's a very relaxing city. And because of all these things that I mentioned, traffic, parks, not so many people, it's a very nice city. A nice change after the busyness of KL. In KL we are staying in the area of Pasar Seni, the central market, near the Chinatown, so near many touristy sites, and then
it's
there.
The best area in Kuala Lumpur, I think.
Yeah, it's the best area in Kuala Lumpur for tourists, but at the same time it's also quite hard for us to get to some park. We need to cross a big road, go through some streets, and then we get to a park. Yeah, there is a park, the Botanical Garden of KL. It's a nice park, but to get there we still have to go through quite a lot of traffic and busyness and people and crowds, and to get there. Putrajaya, it's easier to get to some green space because there is more of that, and then the city itself is also not too busy, and you don't feel that overwhelmed everywhere like in KL. China-Malaysia Friendship Garden. So this is China-Malaysia Friendship Garden. And inside here we have a Chinese temple. Oh no, maybe it's not a temple, but just a beautiful garden. Yeah, it looks so. One of many gardens, parks in Putrajaya. I see a boat, and that I think means you can go on a boat ride here on Putrajaya lake. To the left here near the bridge is Pantai Floria. Pantai means beach, but it looks like a beach for kids because they don't allow you to swim more than like 10 meters from the coast. We are here right now. We just crossed this bridge and this red line that goes all around this small island in the middle. It's a bicycle line. Masjid Putra is where we are going to, and we'll be going also through this part where all the government buildings are. This part of the city over there. Nice, very beautiful. It's a very big change when you compare it to Kuala Lumpur, but if you compare it to Bangladesh, where I was just 2 weeks earlier, it's huge. It's a huge difference. This quietness, greenness, cleanliness, no crowds, no people, no traffic, no noises. Seeing flowers, seeing clouds, blue sky. Awesome. And this already is that part of Putrajaya that I said is the beautiful part of Putrajaya. The part where are the government buildings, some religious buildings, some apartment buildings, the central part of Putrajaya. No, I guess there aren't any like residential buildings here in the city center. Most likely all of them are like administrative buildings, and like residential area is outside the very center. Most likely outside this central, like the island part of Putrajaya. So clean and so empty. And look here to the left, we are on this island, still on the same island where are all these government buildings. And on the left you can see these must be residential buildings, like the front ones must be premium class apartment buildings. And then some high rises. We just had a lunch in a local restaurant, and to be honest, I had already forgotten that there are prices like this in Malaysia, like 4 or 5 ringgit. I think the most expensive item was around 10 ringgit, and that's 2 euro. That's cheap because in KL mostly things cost starting from 10 ringgit. There are some cheaper places, but mostly what you pay is 10 ringgit and more, 15 ringgit. But here, yeah, lots of items for 5 ringgit, 6 ringgit. Here they still have the old prices that we remember also from like 10 years ago. So we were there and now we are here, approaching the Masjid Putra, the pink mosque, and then I think we'll go and follow the opposite coast of the same island. By the way, the train ride was approximately 20 minutes from KL Central, from the central train station in Kuala Lumpur. It cost us 28 ringgit each for a return ticket, so 14 ringgit one way, 28 ringgit, that's €6 to go to Putrajaya and come back on a very modern train. Very beautiful buildings. Federal Treasury of Malaysia. That one. Nice. And that first stop after KL Central was the Central Bus Station in Kuala Lumpur. The Bandar Seri something, the Central Bus Station in Kuala Lumpur. So if you want to go there, it's only one train stop away from KL Central and it takes like 10 minutes to get there. And the next stop is Putrajaya. Or maybe the bus station isn't Bandar Seri Begawana is the capital city of Brunei. It's a completely different country. Tasik Serla, whatever. The Central Bus Station in Kuala Lumpur is one train stop away from KL Central, the central train station and also a major transportation hub. What do you think, the previous times when we were here, was it also a weekend? Because I remember it was...
I think it was a weekend, yeah.
Because I remember it was the same as quiet.
Huh?
I remember it being the same as quiet. Oh. Okay, so now we work out for 45 minutes.
I did this exact exercise yesterday, so my abs are a little bit sore.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we really haven't been to this city on a working day, and maybe on a working day it's significantly more busy. Ministry of Finance. The same building that Federal Treasury. And the main road here. I don't know where do you go across this road, but let's imagine that this all is a big pedestrian crossing. Wow. Here I guess cars aren't going in the middle. So much empty space. And I see the mosque. I see a minaret of the Putra Mosque, the pink mosque in Putrajaya. This one. And this I think is what you should be coming here for. To see these wide streets, these modern government buildings, and also to see this different face of Malaysia. Different face of, I don't know, KL. Different face of a big city in Malaysia. These must be tour boats, the ones down there. And this is the big one I think that we saw earlier. And Putra Mosque, the pink mosque as I called it. Our final destination in Putrajaya, the furthest place where we are going to. And from there we will turn around and go back, but maybe following the other coast of this city center, the city center island. A very beautiful mosque. If it will be possible, we will go also inside the mosque, and if it's possible to film there, I will also film a little bit. As I remember, it's a beautiful place. I remember the courtyard of the mosque, a big place where a lot of people can come in. Mosques of Putrajaya, and in the picture you see the pink mosque, Prime Minister's office over there. Right now there is some construction going on there, but it's a very nice, beautiful building. There are some parks, 12 parks in Putrajaya, the lake, Prime Minister's residences here also, Melavati Palace, a retreat for His Royal Highness, 100 plus, our favorite in Malaysia.
Isotonic drink, it's good for hot weather. Cheers.
Cheers. And only 2 ringgit.
250. In this machine, 250.
250 if you buy it from the vending machine.
But in some vending machines, it's only 2 ringgit.
And now we are ready for the mosque. Some clouds are also coming. Whew, it's super hot. Now we are ready for this beautiful, where is it? This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mosque. So women have to
Yes,
upgrade.
I like Harry Potter.
Let's go.
Ah, and I put the hold on.
Yes.
Okay.
Harry Potter style.
Okay, this is very nice.
Beautiful, yes, of course. Please look at the mirror there. Look at the mirror. It's beautiful. Okay. There you are. Okay, let's go.
So this is fine, yeah? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I think it's because you can't go with your hair being like seen. So they have this universal costume that covers you fully. I remember the last time when I was here I was wearing shorts and I also had to dress like a Harry Potter, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I also have a long skirt underneath. I packed it with me, so I put it on before coming here, so I have extra layer.
Let's go inside the Putra Mosque, Putra Masjid. There is a special entrance for tourists. Oh, look at the ceiling. Across the water there are the residential buildings. Some taller buildings, some not so tall. And approximately in 2 kilometers is the bus station and the train station from where we came, where we arrived to. And after that bus and train station is a neighboring city of Putrajaya, another city right next to KL. And that's a city we haven't been to. This is Putrajaya, a city very few tourists visit, and if you are looking for tranquility and some modern Malay architecture, this might be a city for you to visit.
Especially on Saturday and Sunday.
Especially, yeah, on weekend when it's so quiet and peaceful and so actually surreal. That's it?
Yeah.
That's it? That's it. See you soon. Most likely still from Malaysia and most likely from a different city.